Hi, this is Eric Rhodes with Mason Elkas. We're going to go over the barbell back squat today and 3 tips for improving your barbell back squat. First tip for having a better barbell back squat would be hand placement on the bar. So a lot of times athletes have their hands way too far out, and when you do this, right, you lack stability on the bar, right? You're not in that strong position. Ideally, we want to have your hands as close to your shoulders as you can, where it feels comfortable. So you can see with Mason, right, his hands are just outside his shoulders, right? This is a strong, stable position. He's ready to squat. Second tip would be stacking your rib cage. So a lot of times we see athletes who get into this rib flare position. So Mason, get into a rib flare position, right? Where you have that arched back, right? This is not a very safe position to squat from. So what we'll cue, I'll tell Mason to stack his rib cage. So stack your rib cage, right? You see he pulls his pelvis down, right? It puts his low back in a more neutral spine position. And from here, he can squat. And you'll squat, Mace? Good, and I'll come back up. Do a couple more. What this does, right, it allows him to also squat a little bit deeper because that spine stays in that neutral position. When you're in that rib flare position, it's hard to get deep in a squat and it's not very good on the low back. So my third tip would be fixing the ankles. So a lot of times athletes have stiff ankles and it makes it very difficult for them to get into that deep squat position. So you'll see Mason here, he'll squat all the way down. And what you'll see, right, the chest kind of falls forward a little bit and come back up. A lot of times that's predicated on ankle mobility. So what we'll do, we're gonna elevate Mason's heels. Good. So now Mason's gonna squat down and you're gonna see he can get to that bottom position while staying way more upright. And go again, do a couple more reps, right? So now this takes the limiting factor of his ankles completely out of the equation. He can squat more freely and way more comfortably.